there's some of these oriental greens here that I've been growing. Let's have a look down here. There we go, pick that. This is a mustard green, so I'll pop on what it is. But let's give it a go. So at first tastes like a bit like a Chinese leaf. That's spicy. That's a real spicy kick. It's like, you know, like when you have wasabi and you get that down your nose, that real spice. That's just like that. Nice though. When you get down to the bottom of the leaf, that is the spiciest bit. That is really spicy. Someone coming to save me. Let's have a look at the sunflowers that I've got going. I mean, I went wild and scattered loads in these trays here, so we've got lots going on. As you can tell, which the giant ones are here. These are a dwarf variety, and then we've got mixed colours in this one, so they'll be nice to have. We've got evening sun, we've got single giant sunflowers, and we've got Pacino, which is a range of different sunflowers as well. So keeping my eye on the watering of them. These will be planted outside in plant pots, but also in the ground as well. I want to try and get a whole field. I've got a couple of these trays, so we should have a nice range of sunflowers going on in summer. Then this one's just been pulled right up there by some little naughty thing. It could have been a squirrel or anything really. Birds, squirrels. So I'm going to plant that because it obviously wants to grow and it's looking okay. So I'm going to reput that there, replant that there. That'll do. Look at the tulips, look at the colours on those leaves. So I left some of the pink peppermint celery out over winter. I thought I'd actually harvested it all, but it's still looking nice, isn't it? It seems to have formed into a flatter version rather than a, growing vertical, but let's see how that goes. So let's get repotting. We're getting the compost ready, pots ready, and let's get on with the mammoth task. and as you can see, they're absolutely huge. I've never let them grow. I've never let them grow this long before potting on, but it's absolutely fine. As I've said in my previous video, and I've said many times before, it's absolutely fine. All you need to do is plant them right up to the top leaf there, and then all these hairs will grow out as roots, and you'll have a really nice, strong, sturdy plant. So doing really, really well. These lucid gems are shooting right up. They really want to grow. And then over here we have the melons again, shooting out true leaves there. So we've got another one coming through there as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 Amir melons, and then we've got 3 of the sugar baby watermelon as well. That one's a new one that's just popped up. Little peppers have started to come through there, which I didn't know whether they were going to do, but doing really nicely, as you can see, all along this middle bit. We've got the sweet black peppers there. Lots of different ones there. That's a little bit behind with these ones here, which are Californian Wonder. But everything else looks okay. Turkish aubergines. Again, sending out some more true leaves there, so they need doing quickly. So this is a loofah here that I've just thrown in the soil. I didn't cut it or anything like that, I've just popped it in. But what I've got is I've also got some at home that I've put in a plastic bag wrapped up in wet kitchen roll, and they've really sprouted as well, so I need to plant those. Lovely. So lots of work to do now, potting all these up. Right, tomatoes, let's have a look. So we have the large barred boar tomatoes here, which is supposed to be really, really good. 4 of those. Look at the size. Look at them. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely colour on the stem. Leaves doing really nicely. Starting with the roots there, as you can see, they've not got a massive root system. So what we're going to do, gently pull them apart. Really, really careful. There we go. Now then, what you don't want to be touching this stem here, or else you'll damage some of the roots. So holding it by its leaves is absolutely fine for potting on. Right, let me see if these are going to be too big. Do you know what? I'm going to do it because I've hardly any windowsill space to put these in. So tip some out. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, normally I've done these when they're a lot smaller. So they're absolutely fine in these pots. A little bit larger now, but they're fine. There. That will be a lovely, strong plant. Now, on to the next. Oh, don't like doing this. Right, there we go. As you can see, not much roots there, but they will grow out from the stem there. So let's get potting. So I'm just putting them on this metal shelving unit for now while we're in here, because it's lovely and warm, really nice and warm, so they'll enjoy the extra heat. So make sure you keep everything together. You know what they are. So we're on 32 degrees at the moment, so everything will enjoy the extra warmth. So what I'm going to put on next, as you can see, can you see these little tiny ones here? These are Mirabelle tomatoes, and they're really good for hanging baskets and things like that in little pots, because they're a nice short plant and they've got loads and loads of tiny little tomatoes on them. So they're a new one for me this year, so they'll be interesting to grow. So this one here is an interesting variety of tomato. It's called Garden Peach, and that's because the skin of it is like a little bit furry, like a peach. So that's, yeah, it's an interesting one. I grew it last year as well, and put them outside, and they were okay growing outside. Obviously once the frost has gone, around about May, June, I put them out, and yeah, they did nicely. Apart from the slugs tried to eat them, obviously. Now then, so I've just repotted these tomatoes, and as you can see, they're having a hissy fit, but they do that. It's absolutely fine, don't worry. They're just wondering what on earth you've done to them, to be honest. Like, oh my god, what on earth? What's happening? So all they need is a bit of water, and then they'll perk straight back up again. Happens all the time, so don't worry. So as you can see, the little limp ones have come straight back up again. So they're absolutely fine once they've been watered. So these are Dazzle Blue Kale, which is a really nice leaf. Doing well there. Perpetual Spinach. Tom Thumb lettuces. Must have all washed away into this corner here because they're all gathered down there. But the tatsoi, red tatsoi, doing really nicely there. Excuse the fingers. Lettuce, little gem lettuce is there. Got the freckles. These are old seed as well, which I'm disappointed that there's only 3. Oh, a few more down there. So I'll have to get some more seeds up. Then we've got some more Mizuna there. And then we have Mizuna here. This is Red Street. And then we have Mustard Red Lace, which is a really nice leaf. Tasty, really tasty. And looks good as well. So the salad's doing okay. Just need to add some more in. Here we've got lots of beans, peas, kale, spring onions, cucumbers, all sorts of things. So I'll talk you through these in the next video. Right, so they're all happy enough now. They've all had a good water. And what I've done, when I've put them in these trays, I've just made sure that they're facing that way, and then I know that all these are San Marzano. These are the Kellogg's breakfast, but sometimes you've just got to make sure, because sometimes you start twisting round. You end up not knowing what varieties you've got, which has happened before when they've all been muddled up. I've got loads, haven't I? I might have to start a stall, I think. That'd be good. Some are going to friends and family. They're not just all for me. These down here and these on here. Just put the aubergines and the peppers on back onto this shelving unit just to give a bit of extra warmth. And what I have done, because we've got frost, I've been using this horticultural fleece to cover up the salads and the cucumbers, beans, peas and the sunflower seeds as well. Got some dandelions at the side, and these are great for using the petals as dandelion jam. It really is nice. It's like a honey-like flavour. Also, you can use the leaves in salads. I'd go for the smaller leaves, rather than the larger ones. I find they're quite bitter, the large ones. I haven't tried the small ones actually. I think it put me off with the bitterness of the large ones. But give them a go. Some people do use them. And obviously the roots you can make into a coffee-like drink as well, which I've not tried. Huge bumblebee. Look at the size of that. Like a bird. Open the door for it. Oh, it's hiding up there now. Go on, out of there. Escape to your freedom. Go on. Look at the size. It's huge. I'm trying to put my finger near it. Go on. Blimey. First tray. Off we go. Here we go. Next tray. Lots. So I think it's time to clean this. So I'm going to go and get some soapy water, sponge, brush. I've got to go going over.